Hi, you've reached Hot and Cold Reviews. I'm Jonathan. This is Nate Tucker, and today we're going to do Pain and Gain.
Pain and Gain just came out this weekend. It is starring Dwayne Johnson, Mark Wahlberg, Tony Shalhoub, Ed Harris, and Anthony Mackie, and Fat Amy from Pitch Perfect. Basically, when people tell me to go into a movie and say, "Oh, just go into it thinking it's a sci-fi flick, or just go into it thinking it's an action flick, don't read too much into it," I say, "Screw that. A good movie is a good movie." Rarely a movie comes along that makes you take it for what it is. And Pain and Gain nailed it. Pain and Gain was the perfect, simple, not too heavy, funny, and it's sometimes even deep and emotional action flick.
No, wait a second. To me, it was long. It was way, way too long. I didn't like it from the standpoint that it just dragged on and
Oh
on
my
and
gosh.
on. I'm not saying it wasn't bad. I'm just saying it was just. I mean, it's a 2 hour movie and it's a comedy.
It needed every second of it though. The movie was literally perfect. There was the only scene that I could possibly cut out was somewhere in the middle when they're kind of living it up, which I don't want to give too much away, but that dragged on for like an extra few minutes. That's it. All the rest of the movie, every scene was very much needed to develop the
The
characters.
stripper scenes?
Yes, it was all developing the characters. For instance, I thought when I went into it, because I am impartial to well acted bad guys, hence Heath Ledger from Dark Knight, Javier Bardem from No Country for Old Men, I thought Tony Shalhoub was going to be my guy. No. This movie, surprisingly, it was The Rock. The Rock was my favorite guy by far in this whole movie. His character was so simple and stereotypical, yet
All he
he
does is
nailed
make
it.
fun of Christianity. Through the whole movie, he makes fun of it. And then he finds Jesus at the end. So I don't know if you can call that making fun of it, but. And
I
then, of course,
disagree.
it's really neat that he gets to. Okay, well, I won't give that part away. But, I mean, it was just ironic. They made fun of it. Uh, the characters were good. It was funny. Michael Bay, I'm used to special effects. I'm used to blow it up, kill
Yes,
it.
Michael Bay.
Holy cow,
What
comedy.
happened, Michael Bay? Like, what angel came down from heaven and told you how to make movies? Michael Bay is one of the shittiest filmmakers of all time by far, and he nailed it. It's like a miracle. I believe in Jesus now. I do.
Well, yeah, you'll believe it after you watch the
Dwayne
movie as
Johnson
well too.
convinced me.
Uh,
So
well, my review for it, I gave it. I mean, it is a good movie by all means, but it just dragged out too long for it. To me, this is one that you want to watch on DVD. I wouldn't spend the $10 going to the movie theater, but it was entertaining. It did have a good plot. It did have a good meaning to it as overall, and Michael Bay killed it as far as no special
he did.
effects.
And one thing before you give your star rating that I like that he did is, while it is an action comedy, he somehow, I don't even get how he did it. I don't even know. I can't even figure it out because it was such kind of a simple movie. He made me feel for those characters. There's one scene, I don't want to give anything away, but Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, is being peer pressured by these guys because Dwayne Johnson's kind of dumb in this movie, and so he's easily influenced, and he's being peer pressured into doing something he that is ruining his faith. And when he does it, you feel so sad for The Rock. I literally was so sad for the guy. I
You
just
were laughing.
it was
You were
you're
laughing
laughing,
through it.
but he's a big dumb teddy bear, and you feel so bad for that. He just got peer pressure into him, and then Mark Wahlberg takes no ownership of it. Anyway, I don't want to give anything away, but
So
what,
yeah,
what
yeah.
you do?
So I gave it a 3.5. I mean, just above room temperature for it. It's definitely entertaining, and it's something that you want to watch on DVD.
I definitely gave it a 4 out of 5, which is a great rating for me because the characters nailed it. The only thing I could give against it is it had some cliches that it fell to that sometimes were funny, sometimes were just cliche, and the music didn't fit. The music was not a soundtrack; it was just like a playback of today's hits. It wasn't actually fitting in any of the times. So those are the only criticism I have. Otherwise, great. What? Wow, Michael Bay, you surprised me.
All right. Well, thank you very much for watching Hot and Cold Movie Reviews. I'm Jonathan. This is Nate. See you again.